Well, John, sometimes we talk to managers about substitutions that have worked. Sometimes we talk about them that they haven't worked. But I think today it worked quite well with Nathan Tyson.
I think so. Yeah, pleased for him because he's a good pro. You know, he's looked after himself over the years. I've known him a long time. I know what he's capable of doing. I think you can see why we brought him in, and really pleased that he got his hat-trick. But the first goal was a big platform for us, I think.
And of course, the irony was he'll have been unlucky to have missed out on the 11, having had a good debut against Wrexham last time round. But the change in formation probably.
Yeah, and he understands that. And I think the thing with him, he is. I know he's a good impact player. You know, I know he'll make a difference to us. Be a bit difficult to leave him out now, won't it? Next game, but we'll have to see what's right. But he just accepts it in the right way. You know, he just wants to play, and you can see his enthusiasm for the game. You know, it's as if it was when he was 24, 25 years of age. He's a good professional, and really pleased for him.
And what was you thinking of switching from 4-4-2 to the 3-5-2 today for this game?
Just I think we've looked good in training. I think the three centre backs today, I thought it's probably their best game. I think they look solid. And they've looked like that in training. I think it gives us a good platform, and it's nice to be able to have the change. You know, I'm not ruling out playing a back four. I don't think it's necessarily about formations. It's about principles. It's about being able to do the job that's being asked and competing and having enthusiasm, and that's the biggest thing. What pleased me today, obviously 4 goals, but the clean sheet is massive. Because our goal difference isn't great, but this team's been tarnished with being a soft touch, and I think we're slowly getting away from that. I think today showed it defensive, late out of possession, all over the park. We were just very difficult to handle.
What were your thoughts at half time? Because bulk of possession, bulk of territory going Chesterfield's, but no real shots on target. Chances, but not shots on target. I know the conditions weren't great, but what were your thoughts at half time?
Well, they almost made the change after 20 minutes, if I'm honest. But I stopped myself doing it because I didn't really. I just kind of read it a little bit. But I said at half time, if it doesn't change within the next 5-10 minutes, I'm going to change it. Because I felt I needed to. I don't want it just to drag out, and the game was scrappy. It was a scrappy first half, although I still thought we were the better team. It was scrappy the first half, and I didn't want it to carry on like that, and the fans get frustrated, we get frustrated, so I felt I needed to make the change. Almost made it in the first half, but didn't.
And I would guess that you as a coach, what pleased you was the quality and the different elements of each of the 4 goals, because the first one was about Tyson's finishing ability, the second one was a set piece and a good delivery, third one was all about pace, and the fourth one was a great team goal.
Yeah, I'm not saying that, but that's all those aspects we've been working on. The initial thing was to stop leaking goals. That was the first part of when we needed to get better. All those aspects we worked on. Set pieces we work on tirelessly because they're important to us. Certainly defending set pieces. Tyson's got qualities. First goal showed that. But the training that I did my press on Thursday. The training's been excellent this week. The training ground's not been great, but we've been able to get off our training ground for 2 days, and we can do some more. The work we've been doing has been based around being more possession based, and I think you've seen that today. We were better in possession than we've been, but that's because we've been able to pass a ball and it's not rolling in mud. So all those aspects we're trying to just get better all the time. We're not getting carried away. We're still in the bottom 4, but we're giving ourselves every week while we perform well. We're giving ourselves another step, another platform to everybody worrying about. We're coming.
Still in the bottom 4, but 3 points behind 15th place. How much of a difference is that started to make in the psychology of your squad and your team?
Well, it's almost really trying to not blank it out, but trying to put it to one side, because we've had to win. We've had 3 games, 4 games. Been unbeaten to get anywhere near getting out. So it's nice if you win a game and then you climb the table. We've won 3 games now, whatever, 4 games. We just haven't climbed the table. we've been where we are. So that's mentally that's quite tough, but the players, touch wood, are in a good place at the moment. They're in a good, and you can see it, how they're playing. They're playing with a freedom. They're playing with enthusiasm, which is what I like to see. You're playing football for a living. It's a game everybody dreams when they're young of playing, and they're doing it. And that's one of the things is, enjoy what you're doing. And I think they are enjoying what they're doing at the moment, which is good for us.
And of course, over the last 4.5 years or so, there's not been a lot to cheer about. But in terms of record, you'll be able to tell Nathan Tyson that he's the first substitute in the history of Chesterfield Football Club to score a hat-trick.
Oh, well, I'll let him know that. I'm sure he'll be pleased. He put his ball with his other one.
John, at half-time, you said carry on as you have. He's changed it soon. Big difference. Made all the difference.
Yeah. As I said, I kind of looked at it and just I just didn't quite think, Mikey was there today. He looked a little bit leggy for whatever reason. We'll look what we do. First thing we look with that is look what we've done with them all, because like I said, we do work a lot of them individually. But I just felt that Tice would make a difference to us. And so I almost made it. I could have made the sub after 20 minutes, but certainly was thinking about doing it at half time. But I thought I'll just give it 5 and just see how it pans out. And it was. Listen, this week it's a master stroke. Tomorrow it might be. I'm not. That's what football is. I'm not daft.
Certainly answered the fans that said, "Why are you bringing a 37-year-old in?" Hasn't it?
Well, you can see why I've done that. I've known him a long time. And I've worked with him, and I know what he's like as a professional. He goes home and he's a family guy. He goes home and he looks after the kids and he doesn't go out and he's not a big drinker. And it's important that we have that kind of, quality and also that professionalism in the dressing room. And you can see why he's still playing at 37 years of age.
You mentioned clean sheets. I think Swans had one save to make, which proved the defence are now doing a job.
I thought the biggest. I mean, I like ex-defender. I like clean sheets. I know I'm a bit anal with it, but I think I do like it. But I thought they were brilliant today, all 5 of them. Certainly the 3 centre backs were strong. They were on the front foot. Probably Yanni's best game. I think definitely. He looked calm. He looked assured. Just I call him 9/10. He's got to start playing at 9/10 instead of 10 out of 10 all the time. Just have that little bit of calm, and I thought he showed that today. I thought he was good.
Nathan didn't get the applaudis, but Tom Denton worked his socks off. Coming off, didn't he? As well as winning corners and winning balls and playing people.
But I think the pleasing thing for it's like everything else. Results, breed a confidence. When we walked in here 7 weeks ago, you would have got him under that door with a top hat and tails on. He was that low, and now I think you're seeing a difference in him. He trains really hard. He wanted to get better. He wanted to get fitter. He know he didn't have the best pre-season because he was injured for whatever reason. What had gone off, so he was disappointed himself, and he never hid that. He was he was honest right from the start, and I love Dents. I've got a lot of time for him because he's honest. And I think you see that in his performances. He's honest. He knows what he can't do, but it doesn't stop him having a go. He's running centre halves down. And he's never going to get there. But God bless him, he's having a go, which makes a difference then because at least people are coming out under pressure and they've got to make a pass than just coming out with no one on them. So it's all part of defending as a team.
We haven't climbed out the bottom floor. We've dragged at least 6-7 clubs into that mire now. We're 2 more victories. And clubs will drop in and we can climb out.
Well, hopefully. I know it's easier said than done. That's not bad, is it? Good maths. But, we've got next one's Harrogate. They've had a good... Yeah, they've had a good win again today. They're a good side. I've seen them 3 times. Seen them live. They're a good side. So yeah, it'll be... I'm hoping people will be looking at our result today and saying, there's a difference there. And... start worrying about us.
Should have been 7 days time. It's now 10. So extra 3 days. Give you time to prepare. Would you rather get it on and play it? We can't play it next Saturday. Would you? 3 days.
Yeah, I'd have liked to. With the momentum we had, I'd have liked to have played last week. We were gutted that the Yeovil game was off because, you know, like I say, you get a feel, don't you, for the players. You know, I just watch them when they come in. I'll come and have a cup of tea, and I'll stand around, and you just get them. You know, all of a sudden there's a little bounce in them, and there's a little bounce in training, and all of a sudden they're turning up. We start training at half past 10. They're now up there 10 past 10, ready to go, and it's just, you know, you can see it slowly snowballing.
What you mentioned, what you don't want is Yeovil on Tuesday night, followed by Dover on the Saturday. That's too long. You're trying to avoid that.
Yeah, if we can, but we'll get what we've got. You know what I mean? And we'll prepare accordingly. You know, so it'll be no different. If we've got to do it, we've got to do it. You know, they're all tough games we've got. I'm not going to dress up. You know, we've had another good win today. We're still in the bottom 4. I won't be happy until we get out of the bottom 4 and everybody starts worrying about us again.
John, how good was that first goal for Nathan Tyson? Really showed his quality with the touch and the spin and finish. Yeah,
it's good. You know, I've seen him do that. You know his goal record. He's scored 123 goals now. Oh, sorry, 125 goals now, because he came with 122 goals in his career. So I know he can score goals. I've seen that so many times. But the big thing for me is that when he gets on the shoulder and he's chasing centre backs down, it's game on. You know, and he doesn't give you, he's such a live wire, he doesn't give you a minute. Showed his quality on his finish, but you know, his third goal, his hat-trick goal, you're never going to catch him with it, you know.
And how nice was it not to be hanging on at the end, as has been the case in the last few weeks?
Well, I still feel, I was just saying now, we sat there and saying, you're still 4-0 up, I still feel the same way, because, you know, I wanted a clean sheet. I think it's just nice then the defenders can walk away the weekend having done something. So I don't think you ever feel comfortable. You just, you know, I'd rather be 4-0 obviously, but you know, you always want something, don't you? You always want to be better.
Aidan Hollis put in a really good performance today as well. Someone who's received criticism through the season, but he was really solid.
Yeah, well, I think quite a few of them have had criticism this season, haven't they? I don't think there's anybody who's not been on the back of something somewhere along the line, but yeah, biggest thing for me with them all was, you know, I said they'd all accepted responsibility for where they were, and they wanted to get better. And I think slowly but surely we're getting better.
And this rounds off a perfect week for yourself as well, knowing that now you're going to be in charge until the end of the season. Yeah,
pleased with that, because, you know, it didn't make a difference whether I was or whether I weren't. I was always going to do the job as best I could do it. But pleased that's been put to bed. I'm delighted to do it. I think the players, you know, the messages I've had from them, and obviously the you know, when we're talking, are pleased with it as well. And I have to thank them, because if it weren't for them, you know, we won't be in this position anyway, because it's only off their performances. You know, I'm judged by their performances really, and which I've just said to them after the game, you know, in the dressing room, like, thanks for that, because, you know, if they don't perform, I don't sit here. Simple as that.
And another goal for Curtis Weston as well. He's on a bit of a run at the minute.
Yeah, I think he's been great in all the games. Him and Smudger together have been solid in there. You know, Smudger's weighed in with a few goals early doors. He's now weighing in with some. I'm really pleased for him, because I thought, again, he certainly defended well. Them two defended really well today, you know, and it gives us a good platform.
Has everyone come through the game okay? Any knocks?
Yeah, everyone's fine. We're going to have a game on Thursday behind closed doors with all the others. Give a few of them a game again. We're trying to just keep rolling, you know, and get the lads who haven't been playing some playing time, and see how a couple of lads who've been injured coming back. Gives me a good chance to see everyone.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
John, reactions are a huge part of football.
Yeah.
The reaction to you coming in as caretaker manager seems to be good, 10 points in 5 games. The reaction to you being given the job to the end of the season, you would say, has been good as well?
Well, yeah, I hope so. It's nice for me. It's nice on the back of a feel-good factor. I know two poor results will change that. I'm not daft. But yeah, the response that I've had from everybody, you know, everybody at the club that have been really supportive. And it's a nice place to be at the moment. Certainly, regards of the players, you know, I've had a brilliant response from them. I think you can see that the way they're working. and good support from, you know, I have to mention my staff, because they've been brilliant. You know, Neil and Dave and Dan and Tom, who's a sports scientist who we didn't have, who's done a brilliant job for us. And you know, we're trying to pull it together, and I think it's slowly coming together.
The mentality of the squad, something that's been talked about for the last few seasons. The boost from that late win against Wrexham, and then again today with the magnitude and of course the clean sheet of the victory. How important are they going forward as well?
Well, they're massive. I think one of the big things is to be solid at home, you know, and be hard to beat at home. I think that's a good platform in which to build from. I think the good thing, when we played the first game and then we went down to Eastleigh and we won, and that gave us a huge boost, because that was a tough game, and you know, you just look at little signs of how they are, you know, going down, and then, you know, within 24 hours coming back on the bus, they're a total different animal. So all those fit together to help us to get better and just, you know, breed more confidence in the team. And I think that the team's looking more confident now. You know, they look more confident when they play. They certainly competitive. I think, you know, honestly, people say they were a soft touch. I never really seen them. I've seen some of the games, but I never really seen it. But the results say that, you know, they may have been a bit of a soft touch. But I think you're seeing there's a difference in that. If you've watched them all season, I think you see a difference in that now.
Finally, looking at the league table for the players, when you first came to the club, they'd probably look and think, if we win today, it doesn't really make any difference into the league table. But suddenly, you could jump 5 or 6 places. Looking behind you, there's a 7-point cushion to the team below as well.
Yeah. I mean, we're disappointed that we're not out the bottom 4, because we felt like we could win today, we might get out of it, and that would have given us another lift. But we are where we are. We're still scrapping to get out of it. I think the big thing now is, you know, that we're dragging people in. So there's a lot more people. I think 6 weeks ago, they thought we were probably dead and buried, and a lot of the teams that were in that middle zone felt that they were probably out of it. But a lot of the results that people are picking up now, certainly we're one of them, is now dragging everybody into it. And I know there's nothing worse when you're in that position where you think you're not in a relegation fight, we're all right, to all of a sudden now you're in it. There's a total different mindset to those teams and those clubs and those players. And I think we have to see now how they start handling the pressure, because we've had that pressure all season. So, you know, we're used to it, but some of them might not be used to that pressure now.